All right, folks, we are back with what?
Couple movie watchers.
The breakdown what?
Top box.
The
The
top
top box.
10 movies at the box office this weekend. We got new movies like Elvis, Top Gun, Maverick still holding strong, Buzz Lightyear, Jurassic World, and so forth. Oh, and the Black Phone.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to miss today's top 10. To jump right into it, coming in at number 10, we have
The bad guys.
the bad guys holding in the top 10, making $440,000 this weekend, which is
Mm-hmm.
only a dip of 56%. In total, it made $95 million, so it's almost about to crack
Mm,
that 100 million mark. So this
wow.
is a really good win for Universal in their anime department, or animation, not anime. Coming in
It's
at
true.
number 9, we have
Bob's Burgers.
Bob Burgers. This movie made a whopping $511,000 this weekend, which is only a dip of 56%. In 5 weeks, it made about $31 million,
Mm-hmm.
dropping from the top five to number nine. And
Mm.
actually, I think I've seen this coming on HBO Max pretty soon. When I was
Oh,
looking at the coming
nice.
soon, I think I added it to the list. So it should be on HBO
Yeah.
Max like the next month or so,
Mm.
which I think kind of hurts a movie box office potential when you know it is coming on streaming pretty soon.
Mm.
All right, so next on our list we have,
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
and speaking of streaming, this one is still holding in the top 10, which is also on demand and streaming, so you can watch it in the comfort of your home,
Mm.
making $531 million at the box office, which is only a dip of 44%. In total, this movie made $66 million in 14 weeks, and it is Studio's A24 highest grossing film ever. So this movie is doing really, really well. We haven't seen it yet, but it's definitely high on
Mm.
our list to
On
watch.
the
Like,
list,
we've
yes.
been slacking. We've been watching way too much anime, too many TV shows, too many movies, too many old school movies.
Yeah.
Just
We mix it up. We mix it
we
up.
mix it up. Go watch our review on Full Metal Jacket
Mm-hmm.
and Top
That
Gun
was
Maverick.
good.
And before we move on, don't forget to subscribe and like. It really
And
helps out the
share the
channel. And
channel.
share the channel, man. We just trying to grow. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Next up in our top 10, we got
Chug, Chug, G, Yo.
close enough. This movie is a brand new movie in the top 10, making $604,000 at the box office. Um, it's a Indian Hindi language family comedy drama.
um,
So this movie's done really well at the box office, brand new. I would say they're doing pretty good. Like every week,
they
we
have a
always
movie,
see
huh?
a movie from India. Pretty much not, if not every weekend, every other weekend,
Mm-hmm.
in the top 10 at the box office. So that's a really good achievement.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's doing really well. So next up, we have
Doctor Strange in the Multi-Universe.
Multiverse of
Oh,
Madness.
I keep saying that.
Yes, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This movie dropped 60%, making $1.7 million at the box office. In total, it cracked the 400 million mark, making
Mm.
$409 million in 8 weeks. You can also watch this at the comfort of your home on Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
We actually just saw it this weekend, and I thought it was pretty good. What were your thoughts? We don't really talk about it.
It was okay.
You thought it was okay?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I thought it
Mm.
was good. She thought it was okay. I'm not saying it's the best film, but it's definitely better
Well,
than Eternals.
but well, it definitely is better than it. It's different. It's different from most Disney movies, and it was pretty dark,
Well, yeah,
which I like.
I think a lot of people when they seen this movie, I think it had a lot of issues with expectations. I know people who've seen it with their kids, and they wasn't expecting it to be as dark as it was.
Mhm.
So that was like one of the big complaints
I
people
kind
had
of
as far
freaked
as
out though. I did get scared a couple times, so
yeah,
I can't say it's okay. It's good. It's
it's
good.
good.
I
Yeah,
take it back.
lean to the good side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not a family friendly kid movie like people expected, but it was overall I thought it was good.
Mhm.
Is it the best one? No, but it was still good. It
Mhm.
was worth a peek. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
All right. So coming in at number 5, we have
Lightyear.
Lightyear. This movie's cracking. This movie dropped pretty far, pretty quick. Didn't get to number one last weekend when it came out. Now it dropped to number five, making $18 million at the box office,
Eesh.
which is a dip of 64%. In total, it made about $90 million. These are just estimates for the weekend. Might change 1 or 2 million. Overall, not the best for Disney, but if you look at the bad guys in 2 weeks, it's probably going to pass the bad guys by next weekend.
Mm,
So it'll still crack $100 million. It'll be interesting to see where this movie kind of ends up at in the grand total of things. I haven't seen the Toy Story movie since Toy Story 1, so
mhm,
I'm probably never going to see this movie anytime soon.
mhm.
Looking at Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 75 from the critics, 85 from the audience. So fairly decent scores there. So I will probably watch it at some point in my life after I watch Toy Story 2 through 10. How
It's
many?
no 2 to 4.
2 to 4? That's how many got out there? So
Yeah.
I got some catching up to do. All right, coming in at number 4, we have
The black phone.
the Black Phone. Remember that, the Blackberries back in the day?
Nah, blackberries.
Old school. Some of you guys don't even know what a BlackBerry is. All right, so this movie made 23 estimated $23 million for the 3-day weekend. This is a Blumhouse production. They definitely know how to make kind of like horror, scary films. This is a movie we definitely want to see, or at least I would
Mhm,
definitely want to see. And actually, you know what they always have? I feel like Blumhouse always used Ethan Hawke in their movies.
mm.
He started off the whole the Purge franchise with them.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I feel like it was a Blumhouse production, right? Am I not mistaken?
I think so.
We're just gonna go with that. But yeah, I think he does really well with movies like this. The top markets when it comes to the Black Phone was LA, of course, New York, Dallas, Chicago, Houston, Atlanta, San Francisco, Phoenix, Philly, and DC.
Mm,
Breaking down this Rotten Tomato score, it had a good score from the critics at 84, but the people gave it a 90. When I
mm.
see a 90, that doesn't tell me this is a really good film. Like
Nice.
anything over 90, I feel is definitely worth watching.
So it's
Anything in
gonna
the
be on the
80s
list.
is kind of maybe. Yeah, it's definitely on a list of movies to watch. I feel like they're doing really good with the horror films coming out because I want to see this. I want to see Smile.
Oh, yeah, Smile looks interesting.
I want to see The Barbarians, which is
Oh,
a
yeah, that one
weird
too.
title, but yeah, and Nope is coming out, so definitely a lot of intrigue there.
Yeah.
All right, coming in at number 3 should be no surprise is the movie you've seen recently
Jurassic World Dominion.
without me,
Hey, you know what? Watch it.
making about $26 million this weekend, which is only a dip of 56%. In total, it cracked that 300 million mark. Um, the Rotten Tomatoes critics gave it a 30, and the people gave it a 78. What do you
Mm,
give it? How did you like this movie?
I'll give it a 75.
75. Is it worth seeing? Should people spend their hard-earned recession dollars on this, or should they see something else?
Uh,
Think about it.
I give it a 50-50. Like, kinda watch it, kinda don't watch it.
Oh, okay, okay. So you're probably
Yeah,
better
'cause
off watching the Black Phone, Maverick, Top Gun
yeah,
Maverick.
the other ones would be probably better.
Well, let me ask you this: we've seen Top Gun Maverick. We love Top Gun Maverick, so we'll definitely recommend that.
Yes.
So would you put this over? We know it's not over Top Gun Maverick. Would you put it over Doctor Strange?
No.
No. Okay, so there you have it.
It's just
Um,
like I mean, it was an interesting movie, but I just wish they did it differently. That's the only thing I would say.
well, there you go. Watch Lightyear instead. Next up, we have a coming in at number 1 or 2.
Oh,
Right now, it's at number 2. It's
Top Gun Maverick.
Yes, it is a close race between the number 1 movie and number 2 movie. And this movie made an estimated $30 million at the box office, which is only a dip of 33%. In total, it made $521 million at the
Mm,
domestic box office. That's a half a billion, y'all, in five
yeah,
weeks. $500 million.
he knew what he was doing.
Man, I need to have $1 billion. Like, they fought him every step of the way. I think at some points there was rumors this was going to go on streaming, and then they wanted to have it a earlier release on streaming, but Cruise fought hard, and I don't think anybody really expected this movie was going to do what it was going to do, especially this quick, so fast.
Mhm.
It beat out Doctor Strange, which is still doing well,
Mhm.
but this is not a Marvel film. It's not a DC film. It beat the
Yeah.
Batman.
Yeah.
This movie is doing really amazing. So yeah,
He
and
knew
then
what he was doing.
he knew what he was doing. His brand is still strong all these years later. And this movie made 1 billion worldwide,
Mhm.
becoming only the second movie since the world flipped upside down to do so. After, of course, Spider-Man: No Way Home. So this is up there with Spider-Man: No Way Home making a billy.
Mhm.
I was hoping that the Batman could do it, but no, it didn't do it.
No.
Doctor Strange is getting close.
Mhm.
It looks like that might fall short, especially since it's on Disney Plus already. Kind of cut it down a bit. So
Mhm.
I don't think that's gonna make it either, but it might. Next up
Yeah,
is
you never know.
you never know. Love and Thunder might be able to do it.
Mhm.
So
Oh, I
maybe
wanna see that one big time.
yeah, I've been hearing good things about it, so we'll see.
Mm.
This movie made $521 million at the box office and 484 million estimated international box office. All right, let's move into the next movie. We have Elvis
Elvis
making
already out?
already out, making about $31 million at the box office. Like we said, this movie could flip flop between number one and two with Top Gun
Mhm.
when the final numbers are out. This
And he was
movie,
it was just up by $1 million though.
yeah, and the
Dang,
numbers are
so
still coming
close.
in. It's a finished race. You know what I mean? It's gonna be
Mhm.
one of those things. We get to see who the true winner is as the days become final. All right, so um, Elvis skewed heavily female, with 58% of women actually going to see this movie, with 30% over 55. So it brought out the old women to go see this movie.
Dang.
You know what I mean? So actually, it's funny because Top Gun Maverick and Elvis are getting like a lot of the older folks back to the theater.
Mhm.
So
Well,
them
it's
old
always
folks
a
got them
nostalgia,
jobs,
man.
man. They using them Social Security checks on these movies. So
Hey, nostalgia,
nostalgia
man.
too, man. Hey, you know what I mean? It had a 70 from the critics. Who care about the critics? Because the people gave it a 94. People said,
Dang.
forget them critics. We give it a 94. So not too bad of a swing between the two. The critics are still giving it a
Higher
decent
than
score than they do
75.
some other films. So
Yeah.
it's all to the good. Let us know, did you see Elvis or any of these other movies in the top 10? Don't forget to
Mhm.
like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Until next time, everybody. Peace.
Peace.